Coming to you live Monday, July 14th. Chase, we had a little bit of a layover. We're back. We had some vacation time. July. Not much has happened. A few things have happened. It's been a pretty smooth off season. Chase, before we get into it, just need to ask you, how are you doing? You got a new look for the podcast?
Sage, I feel like this is the summer of exploration. You didn't bring up at all in the pre-call. I knew that this was going to come up, but grew out the beard for the first time. I got some negative comments, so I'm just trying everything out, baby. I'm just trying everything out. I'm in the middle of my prime, so I figured this is the year. We can't all have a beard set up like you. Like, rest of your life, that's what you're rocking. I don't got that yet, so I'm trying to figure it out my own way.
I mean, whatever it takes, you got to switch it up until it works. You do it until it sticks, right? So.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely.
I like it. I mean, the comments are already flooded. They like it. Chase, W's in the chat. I can't even see the comment section. But Chase, let's dive into it, man. I mean,
yeah. Oh, fuck me, dude.
It's been a smooth offseason. Like I said, we're going to keep going back. It's been an offseason of great vibes, from coaching firings to coaching hirings to paying Brock Purdy early. But there's something about this wide receiver room. There's something about these receivers that just don't like to let it see. They don't like it to be smooth. They got to do something to kind of, fuck it up. So Jauan Jennings today requests a trade or tells the Niners that he wants a new deal. So he says, pay me or trade me, essentially. His agent, Drew Rosenhaus, goes to Adam Schefter and says that he's seeking a new deal, 3 to 4 years, whatever it may be, but he wants to be paid. Entering his age 28 season, got paid last year, coming off last year's Super Bowl, or 2 years ago Super Bowl, gets paid, gets a new contract. I think it was a 2-year, $15 million contract for the 2024-2025 season, under contract this season, where at the time he signed it, I think most Niner fans would still consider him to be underpaid. Comes out, balls out this season, has a huge season. I think he went 77 receptions, 975 yards.
Great year. Probably the best Niner season that entire year.
Yeah, it was either him or Kittle. They were the only bright spots on the entire offense. Chase, I'm going to kick it to you. What do you think about this, the timing of it, everything? What's your instant reaction?
I mean, it's just so funny that it comes out on Monday, because you had the weekend where I listened to the Brock Purdy interview on Bustin' with the Boys. All you could hear about.
Great interview.
The vibes are so great. Vibes are so great. It's so different from last year. George Kittle is at the Tahoe tournament. He's just like, it's just so different. I have my boy Juice back. Like you said, you bring in Robert Saleh, everything is going well, and then you knew something was bound to happen, and then Jauan Jennings comes in with the Adam Schefter report today. And Sage, I don't think it's a big deal. But this is what I'm going to say. If you're Jauan Jennings, you have to do it, right?
You have to do it. 100%.
You have to do it. I mean, he's coming in. I think he's going to have $7.5 million, but he's coming off of a career year where he had 950 yards, 7 touchdowns. This was a year where Brandon Aiyuk was hurt. Christian McCaffrey was hurt. Basically, like, all the Niners' weapons were gone. That opened up a lot of opportunities for him. So he had a great year. He's looking for a new deal. He's really trying to cash in, and he knows that the Niners are in a tough spot right now.
100%. I mean, you look at what he brings to the team. I mean, to that wide receiver room, he's a leader. He's mature. I mean, with Deebo Samuel out, a guy who was respected for all the flaws Deebo had, the team respected him. I mean, you saw it. Front of the line, carrying the boombox.
Carrying the boombox, baby.
Fans loved him. It seemed like the team never really wrapped their arms around Brandon Aiyuk. He's kind of his own thing, butting heads with the head coach. I mean,
They paid him. They paid him, though.
They did. No, they did.
And they gave him his money.
That's kind of what's throwing a wrench in this entire situation, right? Is you already got burned. You probably got burned twice, right? You regret the Deebo Samuel contract probably a year after you give it to him. You regret the Brandon Aiyuk contract 2 weeks probably after you give it to him. And now there's a history of it with these Niners receivers, right? Deebo does it, requests a trade. Brandon Aiyuk does it, requests a trade. And now Jauan Jennings does it, requests a trade. And Jauan feels like the only guy who actually has the leverage to do it, and kind of seems like he's in the right, because he is kind of grossly underpaid. I brought it up. I mean, coming off that Super Bowl 2 years ago, right? He signed that last game going into his contract negotiation. Niners win that game. He damn well might have been the Super Bowl MVP, right?
No, he would have been. He for sure would have been, Sage. I mean, he gets the passing touchdown. He gets that big touchdown. I believe it was in the fourth quarter or late in the third. He was going to be the MVP. So
he was going to be. The Niners get a stop in overtime. They stopped Patrick Mahomes on 4th and 1. Jauan Jennings probably Super Bowl MVP, right?
Do we know what the odds were pre-Super Bowl on Jauan Jennings being
It had
MVP
to
there?
be, what was that guy? Malcolm Smith, the guy for the Seahawks.
my
Whatever
God.
that guy was, that was probably Jauan Jennings.
Pray for the people who had that bet, and then the Chiefs came back and won the game because
Oh my God,
they would have had a big payday. And especially if you're a Niner fan who bet Jauan Jennings, just talk about a nightmare. End of the game.
yeah. Oh my goodness. I mean, just everything that could have gone to shit. Your Niners money line, your Super Bowl MVP odds.
But no, big time player. I mean, we've always seen, Sage, that this guy comes up in big situations. I mean, we call him Third Jauan for a reason. Every time that somebody needs to get open and get the ball, that's him. So he's shown up in big moments for the Niners.
It's almost a cliche because anytime they need it, they go to him. And that's with Deebo Samuel, with Brandon Aiyuk, with Christian McCaffrey, with George Kittle. He gets his chance last year. He didn't really need to bet on himself. I mean, he already had the contract. He balls out, has his best year by far. He's an emotional leader. He's a great run blocker. He's tough. I mean, it's not often that your receiver is one of your toughest players on the team. He embodies what Kyle Shanahan wants in his offense.
Yeah.
So he's a guy you want to keep around. And I feel like if you're the Niners, you almost have to do it. If it wasn't for the contract you just gave to Brandon Aiyuk, then it's kind of like, why wouldn't you do it? I don't know what he wants. We'll get into like the range and where we think he falls in if you want to trade him, what you could trade him. But I mean, Chase, if you're looking at this depth chart, right? You take Jauan Jennings out. You have Brandon Aiyuk, who's your wide receiver 1, when healthy, right?
He gone. I mean, he's not playing until at least week 5 stage, and I think that's still an optimistic view to say, all right, by week 5, Brandon Aiyuk's going to be back to the Brandon Aiyuk that we know. You can't say that right now. You can't.
We saw what he was fully healthy last year after missing training camp from holding out. Now he's coming off an injury, no training camp. I feel like this year is going to be a wash for him. Maybe he could, revive himself after week 10, but I'm not expecting much from Brandon Aiyuk.
Also, did you see the reports coming out about Brandon Aiyuk with Matt Mayoko?
He's saying that
the knee's doing good. What impacts other than a surgery and the actual injury itself, like how the knee's feeling? Is it just like maybe like a genetics thing? Like what helps somebody's knee heal quicker?
He said don't count him out for week 1. I think that's totally off. I couldn't imagine he plays week 1.
You got to be safe. You got to be safe with this age. You can't play in week 1, in my opinion.
And then you go through it, right? Like a guy who's been turning heads, Demarcus Robinson, has a DUI, was convicted, right? Like I found guilty, right? So, he's probably
don't drink and drive.
Yeah,
kids, don't drink and drive. If you can learn one
thing
thing from Demarcus Robinson and from the Westbound and Down podcast,
don't
drink and drive.
It's never worth it.
I want to emphasize, do not ever drink and drive, please. Go ahead.
He's going to be suspended. So you're rolling into week 1 with your wide receiver 1 being Ricky Pearsall and Jacob Cow, and your wide receiver 2 being Jacob Cowing. If you don't have Jauan Jennings there, he said he's not going to hold out. He said he's going to be there, all intents and purposes. He probably has to be there. If they don't pay him, I don't think he could afford the fines of not being there.
That's what I was saying too. Like Jauan Jennings, I get it. He's a millionaire, but I don't know if he could just shell out $50,000 a day by missing practice and holding out for a contract. I don't think he's got money like that.
The market's not there, right? Like when Aiyuk said he wanted to be traded, you immediately saw the Jets are interested, the Steelers are interested. Like teams came forth right away. Like Brandon Aiyuk wants to go here. Cleveland was on the table. They were going to do the trade, and then Brandon Aiyuk said, "No, I actually don't want to go play with Deshaun Watson." Years ago, whatever it may have been. But if you're the Niners, right? Like I feel like this is a guy who's earned the money, who you don't have to pay top of market dollar. You just have to up him a little. And who knows? What if he does bet on himself this year and he balls out there, and then you're going to lose him for nothing? So I feel like it's either you got to pay him or got to trade him. I don't think you make him play out this year.
It's really interesting, Sage, because like you brought up, if you're looking from the Niners perspective and Jauan pulls this move, you have a wide receiver room with all unproven guys. Like we love Ricky Pearsall. We love how he ended the year. Ricky Pearsall could still be a bust when it's said and done.
100%.
A lot of hype about our boy Jordan Watkins from Ole Miss. He's still in shorts. He hasn't even thrown the pads on, so you don't know what he has. And it's a good move by Jauan, but Sage, if you're the 49ers, like, I know that you haven't watched The Wire, but running an NFL team is just like the crack game, okay? If you're running a territory, you can't just have anybody come up to your territory, call you out, try to get money from you, and bitch out, okay? Because then everyone's just going to come over, whip your ass, and take your corner from you. That's what the Niners are dealing with now. It's like every single time somebody comes out and wants a new contract. They want to get top of the market dollars. They're like Jerry Jones almost, where it's like, okay, we'll put up a fight for about 2 months, but then we're going to give in and give you the contract. So I get that Jauan's a great guy, but do we really think that he's worth $15 million a year? I know that we love him. Third Jauan. He's limited, Sage. He's limited with what he could be as a wide receiver. So I think the Niners can't budge here. You got him under contract. You've given him a good opportunity so far. Kyle Shanahan's put a lot of trust in him. If you're Jauan Jennings, have a great year, get a great contract here going out, and get a contract next season. So I'm in no rush if I'm the 49ers to give him a deal. If you want to hold out, hold out. But like you said, Sage, I don't think he's got the financial kind of moves to make a power play here. I really don't.
Well, that's what's funny about it, Chase, is that it seemed like they were righting their wrongs. They were turning the ship around, right? Like you had 2 years ago with Bosa holding out the entire training camp. They pay him at the end, right? Deebo Samuel, same thing. Brandon Aiyuk, same thing. This year, they nip it on the butt early, right? They pay Fred Warner right away. They pay George Kittle right away. They take care of Brock Purdy's contract, which is looming over their heads the entire season. And as soon as the offseason started, like, when are they going to do it? Should they do it now? They take care of it right away. Get a pretty team-friendly deal. It's all vibes, positive vibes, despite whatever Brandon Aiyuk's doing. I don't want to go out on a limb because, like I said, and we agreed, right? Jauan had to do this. I mean, there was, for him, right? Like, you're looking around, you're scoping, the competition or your teammates, whatever you want to call them at this point. And it's like, I'm the guy. Like,
this is my chance. This is my chance to get big dollars right here.
They're looking around. Like, they see who they're going to throw out on the field week 1, and they know, like, he kind of, in his head, like, this is as over a barrel as he's going to have them. Like, if you're going to go for it now, right? Like,
do you think any part of Jauan is saying, I've seen these 5 guys do this same exact thing, and it's worked every single
100%.
time? That has to be part of it as well, right?
There's a precedent that's been set by these guys, right? By Deebo, by Aiyuk. Is he on their level? Has he done it multiple years? No. But at his peak last year, he was reliable, keeps his mouth shut, whatever you want to be. He's a team guy. I get it. But he's not that. He is not a wide receiver 1. He is at best your 3rd or 4th best option on an offense. I mean, for what you want to say about he was our wide receiver 1 last year, George Kittle was our best receiving option last year. Like, all in all.
Absolutely.
And he wasn't getting, like, the best coverage. When he was balling out against the Rams, like, they were still focusing on Aiyuk and whatnot. So I still don't trust him. Like, he's not a burner. He's not an insane route runner. He has good hands and he's big, and he's kind of there when no one thinks about him. It's like, oh, let's cover Deebo. Let's cover Aiyuk. Like, oh, Christian McCaffrey, can he run it? He's out the backfield. Oh, shit, Jauan Jennings just caught a 12-yard out. Like, that's his role on this team. That's when he's, like, making his bread and butter, I feel like. He had some games when he stepped up, but I think, that's the anomaly. That's the exception, not the rule. So I wouldn't pay him, like, anything over $10 million a year. He's getting older. They drafted him out of Tennessee as an older receiver. He's been on the team. I think this is his 5th year. He was in the Deebo.
This is going to be his 5th year. He got drafted 2021. Yep.
Oh, okay. He was in the Aiyuk draft class. That's what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's.
I think maybe a year after. A year after. Yeah.
So he's been on the team for a while, and like, obviously he's coming up. He sees it like, this is my best chance to get paid. So I wouldn't I see in the comments some people throwing the diva tag at him. I wouldn't necessarily say that yet.
He's not a diva. He's not a diva, dude. He doesn't make any money, guys. He doesn't make any money. He had a great year last year, and he's trying to take advantage of it. You can't knock the hustle. You can't knock the hustle.
Chase, I will say this. The timing of it was interesting, right? Like, why come out now? Like, July 14th, the 49ers report tomorrow, or rookies report, and then the team reports next week, right? To training camp.
Yeah.
Why do it now? I think, so I said, I think it's one of 2 things. Either this been in the works, that they've been going at this since April, since March, and his agent, Drew Rosenhaus, didn't like what he was hearing, made it public to try and gain leverage on the Niners. Like, okay, we're going to request a trade. We're going to go to Adam Schefter, who has however million followers on Twitter and X or whatever, and we're going to let it be known we're not happy. Whoever wants to come get us, throw your offers in, maybe they'll trade us. Because I think the Niners aren't budging and they're not going to pay him. That's my first theory. My second theory is he's looking around. He sees what his role on the team's going to be. He knows what his competition is, his value, and he's looking at Brandon Aiyuk and thinking, this guy's light years away from coming back and being the wide receiver 1. Until then, I have the chain, I have the title, and if that's the case, I'm by far the least highest paid wide receiver 1 in the NFL. That's not a rookie. So I need to go get my bread while it's out there.
So that's what you think. All right. What I kind of came down to is that I think that we all know, and Jauan Jennings, Drew Rosenhaus for damn sure knows, the Niners are desperate. The Niners are desperate, and they're in a situation where even though this is a little bit of a retool year, they have a window that's closing shortly. I mean, we all hear it. The window, it's closing. We got 2 years, we got 3 years, whatever it is. It's not that long. But the 49ers are in a desperate spot, and at this point right now, 2 weeks before training camp, what do you have? You have Brandon Aiyuk who can't get on the field. Also, Sage, we got to think about the other competition in the locker room, in that wide receiver room. You get a lot of rumblings about Jordan Watkins, about how everybody likes him. The Niners can't know if he's a good guy yet because they haven't put him in pads. But who knows? That may change. If they see him in pads, they see him actually match up with some of the guys in the secondary, and they see him ball out in the preseason. So I think that's part of it as well, that right now before the training camp, this is where the Niners are most desperate. This is where their wide receiver room is going to be as uncertain before we get into pads. So that's why I think they made the play right now. It is all about timing, and they wanted to make sure they did it at the right time. And Drew Rosenhaus is a smart guy. I mean, Sage, I don't know if you know Drew Rosenhaus's client list, but he's one of the most successful agents in the NFL. So he knows what he's doing, and he wanted to get it done before training camp. That's what I think.
But you don't think like it would have come out earlier? Like, this has definitely been in the works. I just think that it's been quiet. Nothing's coming about. So they're like, you know what? Fuck it. And I think the Niners know, like, we're not going to pay this guy. I think the plan is they're going to let him walk next year. That's why they're making all these moves at receiver. You have Brandon Aiyuk signed, whether you like it or not. You draft Ricky Pearsall. You spend a draft pick on Jordan Watkins, whatever it may be. You're signing guys like Demarcus Robinson, maybe kind of fill that void. But I think that guys like Jauan come available. I know he's a dog. You spent a late round draft pick. You took a flyer and it worked out. Doesn't always happen, but that's not the type of guy you go all in on. He's great to have. He's a luxury, but if we signed him to 15, 20 mil a year for the next 3-4 years, I wouldn't be happy. You let him play it out if he's willing, or you trade him. You get something for the asset, or you go all in on this year and try and win it.
See, and Sage, that's the thing that you brought up, right? You brought up earlier, okay, you'd pay him 10 mil. All right, but I wouldn't be happy paying him 20 or 30 mil. I think that a realistic deal that him and Rosenhaus are going to try to get is around 3 years, $45 million, okay? So I have a couple contracts here listed around that. Tell me if you think that Jauan Jennings is on that level, because a lot of people are going to come out, and I get it. Niner fans, you love Jauan, right? Yeah. He's a fan favorite. But we all know the big contracts that are coming up. We know that the cap space is going to get lighter as the years go on, especially with the Brock Purdy deal coming in. So we all love Jauan, but is he worth this? Is he worth this market price right now? Cooper Kupp, 3 years, $45 million. Would you pay him the same level as Cooper Kupp right now?
Cooper Kupp right now, this is what he just got from the Seahawks.
That's what he just got from the Seahawks this offseason.
I'd rather have Jauan.
No, you wouldn't. Sage, come on. Sage, I get it that Cooper Kupp's on
I think he's
on the downturn, but there's no way that you actually think on the market that Jauan Jennings is at the same level as Cooper Kupp. We're going to clip this. Sage, we are going to clip this to make sure that if you say Jauan Jennings, that this is going to stay in forever.
Cooper Kupp is name value is the only thing. He can't stay healthy. I just wouldn't bet on him is the thing. If health wasn't a factor, Cooper Kupp's a better player, but you have to take it into consideration. Jauan's always available. He does more than just catch.
I get that. 2023, how many catches did Jauan Jennings have?
I probably had what? I'm going to say.
It's all right. I'm not going to put you on the spot.
32.
He had 19 catches.
Yeah, okay.
He had 19 catches. So even though last year was honestly probably the biggest shining light of the entire season with how Jauan came up, the reality is that he hasn't been a big factor in this offense for 3 of the 4 years that he's been in here. So
that's true.
Cooper Kupp won the fucking Triple Crown when it comes to wide receivers 3 years ago. Jauan Jennings had 9 catches.
I feel like he's almost, I mean, this is high praise, but like, I don't know, like what to equate him to. It's like almost like who's like a role player for the Warriors that just like comes in and you'll have like, it's not Sean Livingston.
Otto Porter, maybe like an Otto Porter.
Like Otto Porter, like Mo Spates, right? Where it's like, you just look at his
Mo Buckets. That's a good one. I like Mo Buckets.
Through rose colored glasses, right? Where it's like, he doesn't have enough opportunity to piss you off and fuck up enough. So whenever he does anything, you just love him. And you're like, I have no bad memories of Jauan Jennings, genuinely. Like everything he's done has been a benefit because you never think of him. And whenever he does something, you're like, oh my God, third and Jauan. Like there he is again.
That's definitely part of it.
So that's why I feel like Niners fans, myself included, hold a little tighter to him. Where like Cooper Kupp, it's like I saw what he was and what he is now. And I just don't think Cooper Kupp's that guy. But keep going. I want to hear who else you got on this list.
All right, I got Mike Evans, 2 years, $40 million.
Yeah, hell no. Mike Evans is way better.
Okay, well, that's around where we're gonna have to pay him. If we want to give in to Jauan, and I know I'm not talking to you, Sage. I'm not talking to you. I'm not coming at you because I know that the 49er brass, all the fans are going to be coming out saying we need to sign Jauan Jennings. Is he worth that? Is he worth? Yeah. Is he around Mike Evans? Like, let's be real. Is he Mike Evans? Should we pay him $20 million? No. Fuck no. Like, come on.
Any news that comes out, it seems like, why won't Shanahan pay Jauan? It seems like, why doesn't Shanahan want to pay Jauan? Not really. It's kind of a smart move. You've been burned twice paying these receivers who hold out. Like, maybe cut back. Like, we can lose one every now and then. It's the NFL. You'll find another Jauan Jennings next year in the 4th round.
Yeah, and this feels terrible because Jauan Jennings is one of my favorite players on the Niners. This is almost like I'm like a big time lawyer, and like I took like a young Tom Cruise under my wing, but then it comes down to where I got to negotiate his contract. It's like, I love you, but I'm gonna pay you what you're worth. I'm not just gonna fucking lose money because I love you. So this hurts me, but all right, I got a couple more. Yeah, Cortland Sutton, 4 years, $60 million, right on that $15 million a year mark.
I think Cortland Sutton's insanely underrated. I'd rather have Cortland Sutton.
Okay, see, I agree. And then this is maybe one where it's a little bit close, but this is kind of a good way to see, does he fit within the middle of this? So you have Jerry Jeudy, 3 years, $52 million a year. That comes at 17.5. And then you got Darnell Mooney, 3 years, 39, which comes out to $13 million per year. So do we think that Jauan is right in the middle of those two players? What do we think?
I think he's better than, or I think Judy's better than, I think Judy's just been in a shitty situation. What Judy showed me on the Browns with Jameis, I feel like there's something there that you need to tap into. I like Judy. Darnell Mooney, I mean, he had like 2 good weeks. Like, Jauan's better than Darnell Mooney. I'm sorry.
Are we sure? Are we sure that if we just put Jauan Jennings on the Atlanta Falcons with Darnell Mooney, that they're getting the same numbers? These are the questions that have to be asked. These are the questions that are being asked in the 49ers front office right now. So that's why I'm putting it to you.
I will say this, like, the embodiment of the culture and the toughness and in the blocking and the run game isn't nothing. I get the catches and all that, it's like stats that you can actually equate, but I feel like the things he does like outweighs it sometimes.
No doubt. No doubt. And that's part of it, right? I mean, that's the entire thing that we're seeing, what we wanted to see with the players that the Niners are going to bring in. You wanted to get that hard-nosed culture back that when John Lynch came into the situation, said that he was going to bring. So having guys like Jauan is important, but am I going to pay $15 million a year when I have 8 contracts coming up over the next 4 years over $25 million for a fucking guy who blocks and catches 35 passes? When I already gave up a first-round pick to draft Ricky Pearsall, and I already gave a $30 million a year contract to Brandon Aiyuk. That's the thing. You already invested a lot into the wide receiver room, Sage, and we know that when it comes to football, you got to build through the trenches, you got to lock up that quarterback, and you got to make sure that you have a badass defense. You got to pay guys like Fred Warner, Nick Bosa. How much money could you realistically give to wide receivers and be successful? I mean, you're a big Chiefs guy, right? I mean, you talk about, I love the Chiefs. I love the Chiefs. I love the Eagles. They got rid of Tyreek Hill. Tyreek Hill's like the best talent we've ever seen in this game, and they got rid of him. They wouldn't even pay Tyreek Hill. So,
Chase, last year, Jauan Jennings in 2024 had a 75 PFF pass blocking grade, which was 8th best among qualifying receivers. In 2023, he was 6th best for all qualifying receivers. So it's not nothing. You know what I mean? Like, he does impact the game outside of just making catches. And what are the Niners? They're a run-first team. When they have Christian McCaffrey, when they're healthy, they want to run the ball down your throat, and they want to be tough, and they want to kick your ass. 2 years ago, what was the stat, right? You play the Niners, you're losing the next week because they beat the shit out of you, right? They beat the shit out of your defense. That comes from the receivers kicking the secondary's ass. That comes from the line, too. So I just think, like, as a culture guy, like, what Shanahan wants to do, he embodies it. That can't always come up in the stat sheet. Like, Cooper Kupp ain't doing that. Right? Like, Darnell Mooney sure as hell ain't doing that. Jerry Jeudy ain't doing that. They might be better route runners, but this is 5-tool athletes here.
Cooper Kupp's getting you 1,500 yards, 100 catches, and 10 touchdowns.
Was that last year? No way.
That was not last year. That was 2021, but I'll be honest with you, Sage. As a Niner fan, especially when you think back to that NFC Championship game, I don't know if I'm ever going to forget the sight of what Cooper Kupp did to us. So I think it's mostly just kind of like the PTSD, which makes me think that Cooper Kupp's a stud. Definitely part of it.
6 touchdowns, 67 catches, 37th, 49th, and 35th in the NFL. That is fucking gross. Chase, you know what I was
Right?
thinking? I was like, as soon as this came out, I was like, this is comedy, right? It's like, not only does he want a new contract.
I'm
Sorry.
with you. I'm with you. I'm getting a charger, babe. I'm getting a charger.
So I check my phone. I see the alert. I see, I'm gonna wait for you. All right, here. I check my phone. I see the alert. Jauan Jennings wants to be traded. He's either gonna get a new contract or he wants to be traded. Copy and paste exactly what Deebo and Aiyuk did. I was like, is there just like this? Is there a wide receiver university like there is like in tight end university? They just chug beers together, listen to country music, and dance with Taylor Swift. Like, is there like a wide receiver university where they have classes like step one, like fucking up a team 101, like request a trade at the worst time possible, right? Like be a diva in the offseason. Don't wear the right color shorts. Like when you think you're owed money, make it known and make sure you get that money or don't play. Sit out a year. Like what the hell is up with these guys? Like they're just cancers to their team and they will stop at no cost to make sure they get what they want. And they put themselves above the team. Like there has to be a class, like some study out there that they all learn from.
I mean, Sage, is it really being a diva wide receiver until you delete all your pictures from social media with you with the team? I feel like that's a big part of it. It's something about wide receivers, man. Well, what is it? What is it? Like this actually has to be like scientifically tested. Like what is it with wide receivers where they just have the biggest egos? A lot of people say that it's something where you have to rely on other people. So there's always kind of like that mentality, like they're fucking me over. Like I could be doing better. Like I'm putting in the work, but this guy fucking sucks. And that they're just like on the outside. Like they're not kind of like in the trenches or anything. So it's just like a different lifestyle, I guess. But yeah, man. No, there has to be something. I mean, the group chat's going on. Is there just like a big group chat thing going on where Jennings is just like hitting up Deebo and Aiyuk? It's like, hey, man, I got to get my fucking money. Like, what do you guys think I should do? And then, like you said, Deebo's like, yo, like, just put out this PR report and, you know, just like tell your agent to put through the media that I'm requesting a trade.
Do you think there's a negotiating class at wide receiver university where they say delete all social media, request a trade, and then don't show up, and that's how you'll get paid? I mean, it works for the Niners, so maybe it'll work at other teams. All right. Chaser, I think that's it. I think we hit everything.
Maybe. I'll be honest with you, Sager. I think my internet's disconnecting a little bit here. It's a little hard for me to listen to you.
Chase, you're bugging out right now. I mean, I think we hit everything. I think that's about it. Before we sign off, you guys know the drill. I mean, if you've been watching us this far, you must like the content we're putting out. Like, subscribe, tell a friend, share it, repost it on social media. You can find us on Twitter, YouTube, wherever you want to find us, at Westbound and Down Podcast. Chase Corick, Sage Aboundness, signing off. Until next time, we'll talk to you guys later.